Hey, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, whichever may be the case for you. My name is Matt. I am clearly an old man, as you can now see on the screen, and I'd like to welcome Midzy back for another review of an ITZY song that we're going to do this time around. We've been working through the It's Me album, I guess, is what we've been working through, and I'm going to show you my rankings here so that you can check out what I've ranked so far. Feel free to compare with what your own list would be. Some of these came from the 4-group ranking that I did with aespa, IVE, and Blackpink. Some of them you can find in a playlist for ITZY here on the YouTube channel. Eventually, there will also be some Patreon exclusive posts for some releases that I can't get here on YouTube. And you'll be able to check those out completely free. They haven't happened for ITZY yet. They've happened for almost all of the other groups that I rank. But this time around, we're going to be doing You Make Me. All right, let's see what You Make Me sounds like. ITZY is one of those groups that usually is very stank-facey for a lot of folks, in a good way, you know what I mean? And I typically enjoy that sound as well. The last song that we ranked, Nobody Like You, was just a rocker, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm interested to see what the follow-up to that on this particular album would be. Also, if you know me, you know that I put the link for the lyric video in the description. I also put the link for the original audio, well, as it exists on ITZY's YouTube channel. So please give everybody their proper love. Also, if you don't know me, I do talk over videos. I do pause videos. I sometimes play into this thing while the video is playing, or sometimes while I have the video paused. That's the way I do things around here. If that's not your style, totally get it, totally understand. Understand even if you leave right now. But thanks for at least giving the video a shot. Here we go with You Make Me. Maybe. Now. Aha! Wow, this is a lot of like noises making. I loved that thing that YTZY just did, where she was scooping the whole phrase up as she went. And she did it with harmonies. I'm assuming that she layered all of those herself. That's cool. That's super cool. That's very impressive. Love that. By the way, so far we've only had the basically a D flat. I do like that lick. I will transcribe it and make sure that it's in the thing, but that it's like C, D flat, F, G flat, and then there's a low D flat, and then there's a high D flat. That was really cool. That's a neat synth sound and a catchy little hook line. But man, that YTZY thing just got me. That was really cool. Let's see. Leah's coming up next, I think, if I remember what I saw. That's great, and it's in pitch. Oh, they do go to an A flat there. Okay. Wow. It's a nice little line, too. It's a switch up from the earlier part. It seems like we switched from D-flat major to C-sharp minor, which is really D-flat minor, but with the enharmonic equivalence, it's harder to spell the chords out. So I'm going to say C-sharp minor to B to A. And then sometimes there was an A-flat. I'm not sure if it was minor or if it was major. I think it might have been a 7 chord, which would make it major. And sometimes they went back and instead of the A flat, they went to, or the G sharp, they went back to B, which was nice. There's just enough variance in it to keep me particularly interested. Let's keep going. That's kind of an anti-chorus again. Oh, I like that. So they added an extra beat in there before it came back. I love it when there's some mixed meter involved in the ends of choruses, making you wait for that next drop. That's cool. Yeah. All right, Yuna, you sounded... Yeji. Oh, now she's doing the... Except she's scooping down. Right on, Raisin. All right, Cheryong. There's another thing about that pre-chorus that's very cool. Because the synths get bigger, you would almost expect the sound to want to go to a snare hit, but instead you get the drum click. Have you seen drummers where they just lightly tap down with their stick on the rim of a snare? That's the sound that it's supposed to be emulating. Nowadays, there's even like certain pieces of wood that drummers hit too that emulates that sound and does it better. So I don't know what the setup would have been, or even if it was just a sample, it could have just been this whole drum track could have been just assembled. But it's got great pocket. Everything just feels real good. And I love the use of that sound because it lets everything else come into your ears more rather than the snare and its possible reverb kind of washing everything out. Pause? Yes. That's a really good song. That's a banger. Here's the thing about ITZY that and maybe JYP. They do a lot of anti-choruses where the pre-chorus builds up a whole bunch and then the hook is kind of chill. The hook for this is speechless. And I don't know if you call that a post-chorus and you call the other part the chorus. For me, form-wise, typically the part that was doing the biggest chord movements was the pre-chorus. And then this bit here with the was the chorus. And that kind of makes it what we call an anti-chorus, meaning that it doesn't have a further build-up from the pre-chorus. But maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe that's a post-chorus and the chorus itself is actually the building part. How do you perceive it? Let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, let's rank this thing. I really like this song. This is cool. Okay, despite really liking this song, I'm looking at my list and I'm seeing some tunes that I know that I like better. Just personally, this is me. But if you have a disagreement with this, then let me know. I'm going to start with Dala Dala and work my way down. I like Dala Dala better. I like Cake better. I like Wannabe better. I like Sneakers better. I like Boys Like You better. I like Icy better, but I know that I like this better than That's a No-No. So that's where that one goes for me. And it's not a bad ranking. It's not a terrible song. It's just my 16th favorite out of 19 songs. And that's the way that it goes this time around. Hey, if you want to check out extra things with ITZY and other K-pop groups on my Patreon, you can check most of that stuff for free. Anytime that I'm going to be doing a Patreon exclusive ranking post for ITZY, it will always be free. Ranking posts are always free on my Patreon. So you don't have to worry about, having to become a paid member for that. Otherwise, what are we going to be doing next time around? Next time around, we're going to be doing I Don't Want to Dance. Well, who doesn't want to dance? Everybody wants to dance, whether they can dance or not. Now, that's another story. Like, for instance, me. I want to dance, but I can't. Well, I can, but everybody would laugh at me. And that's okay, too. I like being the entertainment for people sometimes. Especially when you're old, you get away with more stuff. That's what I'm finding. That's the beauty of being old, is that you get away with more stuff. At any rate, we'll see you next time when we do I Don't Want to Dance. If you want to leave this video a like, or if you want to hit subscribe, nobody around here is going to shun you for that. And I hope you'll come back next time and say hello in the comments. Take care.